I always brush my beard out before I do one of these little videos to make sure I don't have food in it or something. Um, I can't feel it or detect it or anything, and Wilson doesn't pick it out for me, so I look kind of foolish. But it's just kind of weird having a beard. This is the first time I've really had a long beard, or any beard at all, really. Um, but I think it'd be really good if I was like a ventriloquist. Can you even see that my lips are moving? It'd be really hard to tell, huh? Sounds like Wilson's having a nightmare. I can hear her whimpering and breathing. Odd. Anyway, it's just really relaxing here today. Um, I built this part of the roof, or this part of the cabin, to have two windows, one here and then one in front of me. The one in front of me, looking out into the front yard, has a tarp in front of it and snow on top of that, so I can see about 2 feet forward. So that's been blocked off for a long time. It helps keep the wind and snow and rain off of the porch, which is wonderful. I'm really thankful that the tarp did not get torn apart by the snow or the wind. It's just been really holding up. It's a heavy-duty tarp, and it's really good. I have another one over the outhouse, but that's been doing well. But it's always nice to sit here and look outside, but it's been kind of an interesting transformation, and I'll show you what I'm seeing now. You can't see, you can't see very far. The snow pile is now above my eye level. I can look over it, and I can look around the corner of it. So let's see if we can see that. You can still see up on the hillside a little bit, but it's the snow's still coming, so may it may block out my view completely. I don't really know, but it's almost April, so it can't snow forever, probably. But it's just kind of surreal, you know. Instead of being up on blocks where the house is up and elevated, what still is on blocks and elevated, but it's more like I'm living in a pit because on this side it's probably, I don't know, 7, 8 feet tall, and on the other side of the house it's probably 11 to 12 feet tall, and the house kind of, you have to climb down a series of snow steps that I've carved to get down to the porch, and normally the porch is about 2 to 3 feet off the ground depending on what side you're on, so it's kind of bizarre, but not bad. Really in good spirits. Life is good. I feel fantastic. Really calm. It's kind of funny. The other day I was sitting here thinking, I'm so calm. I wonder how much oxygen I'm using. If my whole system is kind of slowed down. And normally I can hold my breath for more than a minute if I want. If I try. So I thought, I'll just sit calmly and try to hold my breath and see how long I could go. And normally I could probably go a minute at least. But I had a whole bunch of coffee, so I thought I probably messed it up with that because that'll elevate your heart rate and should increase your oxygen consumption rates. But anyway, so I sat down and I took a deep breath and just kind of relaxed and closed my eyes. And when I opened my eyes, it was like already a minute 36, and I was like, I'm going to hold my breath, see if I can go a little bit longer. And so I was able to hold it for 2 minutes and 6 seconds, which I think is the longest I've ever held my breath. And then about an hour later, I thought, well, let me try it again. And this time I kind of hyperventilated a little bit, kind of increasing the oxygen in my blood. Gives you a little bit more of an edge. And then I kind of calmed down and again closed my eyes and just relaxed. And I was able to hold my breath for 3 minutes and 10 seconds. I was just like, that's crazy. I kind of wonder what I could do if I was practicing, all the time. Maybe I can get up to 4 minutes. I don't know. It's another needless skill, hopefully. But I really had no idea I could hold my breath that long. But it's kind of cool, I guess, when you have not a lot to do. Yeah, I guess you get amused by interesting things, or little things. But anyway, I went out and did some filming today. I'm going to go do some more photos. If it wasn't snowing, I would get my good camera out. But in the meantime, I'm just using my phone. Yesterday, I went out with my weatherproof camera, and I found that if I hook it up to the solar panels and the little base station with a battery in it, it'll basically run all day long without dying, instead of just 3 hours that the normal battery can hold. The normal battery is a little bit smaller than a credit card size and maybe 3 millimeters thick. And these little mobile batteries are infinitely bigger. so that's kind of cool. Unfortunately, it was just so cloudy it just didn't work, and it was still cold. It was below freezing and snowing, which would have been a great shot, but the uh, the cold weather shut down the batteries, so that was unfortunate. But I'm going to try it again. Just do like a 30-second interval all day long, and I also changed the setting on the camera. Instead of doing a wide angle, which is an 11 megapixel photo, it cuts it down to, I think, an 8 or a 5 megapixel camera photo. And that means instead of 2,600 shots, I should be able to do close to 4,000. So maybe taking one photo every 15 seconds for the entire day would be really cool. Kind of watch weather come by and watch me and Wilson running around, and you never know what's going on really. But it's kind of a good metaphor for this whole adventure. Is basically if you take a moment and sit down and kind of look at things a different way, maybe you'll see something different. So it's interesting, if you sit still and watch snow collect for 3 hours or 4 hours, you might notice something that you've never seen before, or watch the way snow melts or falls, and but you have to sit still, and that's difficult. So using a time lapse camera is helpful. One really cool thing I've seen here, I guess last month, it's not happening right now, but the edge of the roof in the back, we had all the snow kind of sliding down, and it would build up a big pile, underneath, like a little A-shaped pile. And the snow would come off at a velocity and kind of stick to it sometimes, and so it started building like a little stalagmite, stalagmite, almost like in a cave, and then it started to actually bend forward. It looked like an ocean wave, and it was actually kind of like this. It was really defying gravity. It was really cool. So I've got some photos of that, but I've never seen that. In fact, I would find it hard to believe. If someone said, "Yeah, that can happen," I would find it hard to believe. Except I've seen it happen a few times. What would be really nice is if I could get a time lapse video of it actually forming, but no luck yet. So you have to be at about 29 degrees, and you have to have about 5 inches of snow on the roof, not more than that, not less than that. And then it has to warm up a little bit and then cool down again. So it's kind of an unusual thing. I've seen it twice now in a year. So there's that. Anyway, it's interesting. So, all right, I guess that's about it.